What's going on, everyone? It's time for another film review. Today we're gonna do a more modern film that just came out earlier this on Friday. Um yeah, so and I let it sit with me for a bit, so let's talk about it. Today I'm gonna talk about Jurassic World Dominion. It's released by Universal Pictures June 10th, 2022. And it's directed by Colin Trevorrow, who's also did Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, The Book of Henry, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, Safety Not Guaranteed, and Home Base, to name a few. So, Jurassic World Dominion. Well, this is basically what all the Jurassic Park fans probably would have wanted way back when they made The Lost World, when they brought the T-Rex back to the city. They kind of did the same thing, but with a whole bunch of other dinosaurs they brought. Uh, so biogenetics, a company that's like bringing back dinosaurs and stuff, and yeah, it's trying to contain them on this island, but they recently get out, and yeah, they've been causing havoc in the cities and stuff. So first half of the film is really interesting like that, and yeah, so people have to learn to coexist with them, and then as the story progresses, they learn of locusts, a massive prehistoric locust, ones that are like the size of a cat, um, come and start eating all the wheat except for biogenetics wheat. So, yeah, so what's her name? The blonde doctor from the first film, uh, the one who like helps the six Triceratops, whatever that dinosaur is, one with the horns. Anyways, Triceratops. Yeah, she helps like all the sick animals and stuff. But yeah, she's looking into this stuff, and she goes and she asks Dr. Grant from the first one to come and help her with it. So they go, and then sure enough, obviously Jeff Goldblum's there, and yeah, they basically work together to try to get the actual DNA sort of strain, so they can try to alter it and stuff. And yeah, while this is going on, the characters from Jurassic World are in their own element. They basically yeah, Chris Pine's characters in the living in the woods with the grandpa's niece, and basically Blue is running around, and some poachers take the little um, raptor, and then they also take the niece. So he goes and her, and then the orange girl is also working as basically what do you like a dinosaur rights activist technically. Yeah, goes on to, and then they cross paths at this place where they learn there's even bigger plans, and yeah, and then there's a newer character, Miles, who's helping out the big mogul of the company, and basically they uncover darker ideas and stuff and trying to control what's going on. They don't care if they're killing off humanity and the food supply, as long as their dinosaurs and stuff are living and stuff are going on. And then there's also like a black market trade, yeah, and stuff. And then of course it goes your typical Jurassic Park fashion after that. So yeah, this is catered to the fans of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, which is good because I'm a fan. I really enjoyed it. But if you don't like it, you're not going to really enjoy this movie. There's a lot of open-ended parts to it, like the raptor. They don't really go to like an extent about it. It's kind of like similar to the Lost World area, but yeah. And then you see a lot of cool new dinosaurs and stuff, but they don't stay around for a while. Only a few actually show up later on and stuff, but yeah, and the characters come and go. There's a lot of like random little things that didn't really need to be in it, I thought, like the Asian doctor dude from Jurassic World and stuff. He wants to clone humans and stuff, which is basically what the one girl is. And yeah, as they so he wants to get her DNA. There's that random plot point that I didn't really care for, like that's one problem with the Jurassic World parts is they have stuff like that which doesn't really need to be in it, but it's in it anyways. And then but they did do some cool stuff, like there's a black market dinosaur trading scenes and stuff. That was pretty cool. There's a lot of action, a lot of fun stuff, and never a dull moment. This is a cross between sort of like the Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, but done in a new way. And yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. I kind of wish they did more aquatic dinosaurs and stuff. That would be cool. Like you guys see the big, not megalodon, the big meat-eating carnivore thing from the first one that eats the shark on that's held by a crane. You see that in the beginning and stuff, but other than that, they kind of stuck with like the more generic T-Rex and other ones. And they do introduce some new ones though, which is good. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun though, and I definitely like this one. Probably a little bit obviously better than Fallen Kingdom. I did not really like that one. And Jurassic World, I thought it was better than Jurassic World, to be honest. It's kind of on par with the No Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. So if you're not fond of those ones, you're probably not going to be a good fan of this one. But it's definitely catered to the fans, which is good. And I thought it was worth the wait at least. It's not groundbreaking or anything. There's a lot of cool practical dinosaurs, you could tell. And there's not all of it's like constant CG and stuff. And there's really cool fight scenes and stuff with them, and a lot of fun. So, and a lot of homages to the other films. So definitely check it out if you are a fan. I highly suggest it. But if you're not, it probably won't be for you. So yeah, but I'm a fan of it. I'm gonna give Jurassic World Dominion probably a 4 out of 5 because yeah, it was just fun. I love this. I've grown up with this franchise my whole life, so and I've really enjoyed them, each one, every time they come out and stuff. And you can never go wrong with a dinosaur movie, right? So yeah, but if you've been living under a rock and you didn't know it was coming out, there's a trail link down below if you want to check that out. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram that's linked down below. It's where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. There's the film title and hashtag subgenre film and the hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also linked down below is my Letterbox therapy reviews. That's where I post my first diary after watching the films. And so follow me on one of those two platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share some more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. Let me know in the comments as well if you want me to do any of the other Jurassic Park films. I think I've only done the first 2 in this one so far. So if you want me to do the rest of the other 3 films I haven't talked about yet, go more in depth with that, let me know in the comments. And also if you have any films or film franchises in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Yeah, but that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe because hopefully we'll find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. Or so you can hear my opinions on popular films coming out at the time like this, classic films, and other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because I'm finally actually going to get to that other drama film I've been saying I was going to review for the last couple videos and haven't. So this one just came up and we had to go check it out. So I had to check it out. So yeah, but yeah, so probably do a drama film, one last drama film from the 70s, and probably go more into thrillers and stuff after that. So yeah, make sure you tune in for The Way We Were. So make sure you ring that bell, tune in next time, and I guess watch out for all those crazy dinosaurs running around in our society. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.